You know what bothers me a lot? Is people act like, oh, these groups wouldn't do that. What happens when a bunch of people who are mad sit down and start thinking about how they can get their way? They say, well, what do you do for a living? Nice to meet you. They say, well, I'm a psychologist. I'm a psychiatrist. I'm a police officer, and so on. What do you think happens? Whether you're talking about hate groups or feminists or gay groups, these people have expressed extreme anger and desires to get revenge. Time and time again. And people are so damn stupid about it. When it comes to gang stalking, there's a small group of people who have their reasons, like they have kids or something, and they caught wind of what was going on because some of their friends are less than honorable. But then there's a lot of people who are exactly the types of people that you would expect to do this. The types of people that you would be extremely surprised to find out that they weren't doing something like this. Gang members who stalk their rivals and ambush them. FBI agents that have run psych ops on people, MKUltra, COINTELPRO. CIA agents who were involved in both those things, and they were also involved in Iran-Contra, the School of the Americas, waterboarding, and countless other things. These people on record went to psychologists to help them figure out torture techniques. There's not just military psychology, there is CIA psychology. Psychologists who specialize in psychological techniques to help the intelligence community. There are psychologists that specialize in police interrogation techniques, good cop, bad cop, and beyond. How to pressure someone and coerce someone. There are shrinks who are very angry when their patient talks back to them or doesn't agree with them or goes on, has an angry tirade and feels feels vituperation and yells at them, they're feeling very quarrelsome, and they're like, look, you're a fucking drug-pushing piece of shit. After you've had a certain amount of people tell you that you're a greedy, drug-pushing liar, you don't know what you're talking about, you resent it. And then when you see someone outspoken on the internet with thousands of videos talking about psychiatry, how do you think they feel? How do you think the marketing sector of Big Pharma feels when they have to give their biannual reports, their quarterly reports? They say, look, there's this guy on the internet and he's doing this and it's making it hard for us. And the pharmaceutical guys are sitting there at the table with their suits or whatever, and they're very bitter. They're like, well, can't we pay him off or something? Like, well, no, that's a bad policy, and I don't think we can. He seems very angry. Well, fucking slip some drugs in his fucking drink or something. These are the types of people that you would be very surprised if they weren't doing something like this. People with long rap sheets, Big Pharma, child experiments, MKUltra, even, big corporations like Quaker Oats feeding radioactive oatmeal to retarded kids. This is who they are. It's like the bankers ripped us off again. Are you gonna be like, oh my goodness? I thought that they were that they would stop after they were put on trial and given a slap on the wrist. I thought that they would stop. You say, well, a convicted pedophile across the street has been arrested, for exposing himself at a park or at a kindergarten. Would you be like, oh my goodness, who would have thought? These gangbangers in Compton, shot up, a bus stop and killed, straight bullet hit a little kid. Oh my goodness. I mean, and when we're talking about gang stalking, it's like, well, fucking no shit. I always say, you know, don't be surprised when the people who do what they do what they do. We talk about police harassment, government harassment. Oh, the police are harassing political dissidents. Oh, my, wow. You know, oh my gosh. Honey, you won't believe this. This guy claims that the police are harassing him for being a political dissident. As if they don't pepper spray and stomp out fucking hippies, you know, who do a sit-in protest or something. You know, as if there's not countless recordings and pictures of these things. You know, the people who used to put people in the gas chamber, you know, and lethal injection and so on, you know, use pharmaceuticals to deal with people who have pissed off the status quo or broken the law. People who plant evidence, you know, the people who smuggle drugs. Big Pharma is at the top of the criminal drug conspiracy. They make more money than the Sinaloa cartel, the Gulf cartel, all those cartels, right? They make more money than these people, the Zetas and all them. The Colombians, the Peruvians, they make more money than all these people. You know, Chapo Guzman isn't spending, you know, $10 billion a year on marketing. He's probably not even making $10 billion a year profit. You know? These are the ninnies at the top of the drug conspiracy. Utter trash. And they have the government, you know, the United States of America as their muscle. You know, the military, the police. And if they really want to get sneaky about it, the mafia. You know, prison gangs who have been caught time and time again bragging. Matter of fact, let me play you this clip. First of all, I'm wondering, you know, Mr. Aryan Brotherhood and Mr. You know, narrator, how would you describe the Aryan Brotherhood, and how do you, gentlemen, deal with political dissident, you know, whistleblowers, you know?
It's a secret society. Few have ever penetrated. If you open your mouth about our business, you're through.
So, for my video series, I'm just wondering, is there any connection between organized crime and prison gangs? Or is this just a conspiracy theory that I was wrong about?
It was the most prized, sought-after soldiers by the Italian mob for hitmen or members of the Aryan Brotherhood when they step out of prison because of the ruthlessness.
We are headed toward a new age, a new world, if you will. One world, where we will have a new age world religion, and martial arts competitions will be a lot more violent and interesting, you know.
Once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy. And we shall have peace. Commander Benedictine, the time has come. Execute Order 66. Yes, my lord.
There's no secret societies. There's no conspiracy. And Freemasons have absolutely no connection to law enforcement, the military, or anything else. And we're not going to tolerate these destructive conspiracy theories that threaten the stability of this great nation. We will drug anyone who is propagating these lies in a way that our psych op units do not approve of. Thank you.